But this time, Rob versus Skitz.
Yeah, it's the new gens, you know. These kids did not play Smash 4.
No.
I mean, we barely had Atomic post-quarantine. And Skitz was barely making strides, and then quarantine happened. But now, after that, you know, he's blonde, and he's been rocking the Wario.
Right. Both of these.
No Rob, though.
Oh, yeah. Skitz was talking about that earlier. He said he's got to get ready for this Joker, man.
One of the only people that plays Joker in this region.
Right. Not a very popular character around here. Usually we get the big boy.
Yeah. The robotic operating.
Right. He's not my buddy. I'm not his friend, pal.
He loves everybody.
He's not my guy, Chief.
I'm not your friend, pal. Who's that from?
You don't know your memes? What's going on, son?
But I mean, Skitz on a tear. Recently beating Beastly, who was the #1 seed and the favorite to win the tournament because he's only been getting second place to like Lima. But you know, beating him with ease. Yeah, 3-1.
Making him complain.
Right about Wario.
Yeah.
He's complaining about Wario.
He was. He said he's OP. Ooh. Oh gosh. Big F smash. That covers so much range.
Yeah. Nice trigger pull right there by Atomic. I mean, we're playing mono e mono right here. You know, we got Arsene in the background, you got Waft on the other side. Like, we each have our little BS meters.
Right, everybody's got a wild card.
Yeah, right? Hidden aces up the sleeve.
Bonk. Oh, can't park here. That Geico insurance, baby.
Right?
Save you 15% or less.
You can't park here. That's my best Wario impression.
Wow. Oh, watch that back air. Yeah, you've got to be very careful. The high recovery and the low recovery are both in danger versus Arsene back air.
Ooh. Yeah, once you start matching that back air, you're like, where do I go?
Yeah, nowhere is safe, and we gonna find you. Oh, my goodness. Arsene not needed.
So fast of a move. And like you said, not needed whatsoever because it's still powerful.
Yeah. Base back here doing its thing.
And this got the reset on the platform to the grab. The little bobble.
Yeah, this is difficult. You know, Thomas just got too much speed. Skitz can make it move in the air, but Atomic's got the ground speed plus the air speed. So the whiff punish is just really, really useful right now. The bike, no, what? It lost to Nair?
But just the way Atomic plays, too, it's really, like, I mean, it doesn't help that Joker's such a thin hitbox, or hurtbox.
Yeah.
On top of that, you're just trying to land a Nair just so you can get that kill.
Right.
Or a back air. Just, you know, just creeping right under that back air. It doesn't even matter.
Man, Skitz is really struggling for this kill. The bike didn't even do it. Back air, yep.
Don't make them like they used to.
No, they do not.
But still Waft on deck, so Skitz still in it until the KO screen happens.
You're right. Don't count them out. It's very possible. And you know Atomic is going to change up the way they play to account for that.
Oh, yeah. If there's anybody that can, like... No! Not to mention, like, you know, Rebel's Guard might come out. We've seen some trickery, you know, come out from dodging this Waft.
Right. Skitz, I think, had an opportunity there. I know that it's hard to do, or it won't kill off of the first combo. But he's almost dead, dude. He's so he doesn't want to miss.
Yeah, but doesn't matter if you're gonna miss. Cause that back air.
Yeah, like you got to use it or lose it. You know.
Yeah.
And he had two opportunities. I think maybe wasn't accounting for the rage to pop Atomic like much higher. I don't know, but
yeah,
the rage plus the weight class. But you know, we don't play Wario, so we don't know what those combos necessarily entail or those strings. And it's a pretty tight one for sure.
Do yourself a favor, go to ultimateframedata.com, pull up Joker, look at that back.
Man.
Lord.
That move is so broken.
I'm saying. And then his aerial drip when he just jumps out there.
Yeah. Like, and it, like, frame traps, too. Like, if you air dodge one, he just
does it again.
You with another one. So why did you even air dodge the first one? It sucks. I hate him.
Yeah.
Combos out of the stupid guns. The guns are stupid too. The
And
character's stupid.
And you see how late he did it, and then the hitbox still came out, which is
character's
hilarious.
a sin.
A sin.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, imagine. I mean, they nerfed this character still a couple times. He's still really good.
Clap. I hit that. Skitz trying to chase him down.
Yeah, tried to go for that tech chase, but you know, you ran out of stage.
Yeah, gotta be, I think, a little bit more reactive rather than proactive on the ledge versus Atomic. He has a habit, you know, saying of, well, I mean, a lot of players do, but a big habit of not wanting to interact when he's on the back foot.
But he's hunting right now. He wants to stock so bad.
All right. Oh, nice.
There it
Up
goes.
smash catching either the whiff or an extra button afterwards. Skitz finally up good.
In a good spot, too.
Yeah.
Only 60%. Arsene off the board.
Big slappies and clappies.
That's good.
Oh my goodness, that was such a big risk too.
Yeah,
he just stopped moving.
Dude.
All it took was for Atomic to dash back and F smash, and he was dunsies.
And that move is deceptive too. You're like, I'm out of the range. You just get
Right. It's like the breath pulls you in.
Yeah,
Tractor beam.
the garlic breath.
Wow. No respect.
Right?
I'm not scared.
What is your ledge trapping? I'm gonna jump off and ferry you. This is my ledge now. Man, Atomic is struggling.
Yeah, this is like the first game, but exactly backwards.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, had time. Off the whiff up smash.
Parry just to add a couple of, you know, a little bit more pain.
Oh. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit more reactive. Skitz has found his niche.
Yeah.
And Atomic is just really trying to find any combination of moves to get a dub right now.
Yeah, Skitz is going Super Saiyan Skitz.
Finally, the down tilt
At 166?
hadn't been used all game, so you know that joint was fresh.
Yeah. Let's see if Atomic can get back some momentum, if at anything, because it's just Skitz is just running away with this game.
Yeah.
And now and Wolf on the board too.
Peace. Let's get it out of here. You know, Atomic is going to play this game out to its full extent.
Yeah.
And I agree, you know, even if you're getting cooked, you don't want to rush into the jaws of defeat. You know, slowing down will let you burn the other person's energy out, sometimes their mental energy, or sometimes even their physical energy. They might literally get tired of playing you.
Yeah.
And you never know what a comeback looks like. So, you know, you just want to play every stock out to its full extent. Atomic, a big practitioner. He does that stuff.
And if he doesn't get this stock with Arsene, you might as well call it game. It's do or die time right now, and he needs the stock with Arsene.
Right, only taking 43, so it's not like a big dent in his resources. Oh, that back air.
Oh, this is scary. 'Cause we're seeing Atomic's playstyle is not letting himself to get in this stock from Skitz, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can evade getting hit, but can you get the stock?
Yeah. Sometimes.
And Arsene's gone immediately.
Oh my goodness, 187, 195. Still
Struggling.
nothing. Rolls in.
Oh. Was that?
It was Waff for sure.
Okay. I was like,
It wasn't going to sweet spot, but I think he was going to take the
upward
vertical hit. Yeah.
And sometimes that'll catch you anyways. You know, maybe you might be
definitely.
DIing wrong.
Definitely died to that before.
And
Down tilt again.
At 212 this time.
Okay, well, he's got full Arsene, and Skitz didn't even want to spend the time to try and burn some of it.
But that grab coming into play because you know he's scared about that aerial.
Shaved off some of that meter as well.
Yeah.
Kicks, get
It's
off
about to be
me.
gone. And it doesn't even need the wall.
The whole spine used in that back air. Skitz.
Yeah.
Up again, man. This is going to be a grueling fight like this too. As long as, you know, my man stays Joker, we're going to see a lot of this like cerebral whiff punish back and forth, focus on neutral.
Yeah.
It's 1-1, yes. It feels like we've been here for longer, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
For real. Heading into game, what was it, 5?
Right. Game 10 between these two in this long grand final set.
For sure.
Okay, forward tilt cuts him up.
We've seen what both of them do with their leads. You know, it just like they get that lead and they just run away with it.
Yeah.
You know, with Arsene and just with the overall, you know, Skitz survivability.
Right. So
we'll
this
see.
first stock is like
Super.
extremely
And like you were
crucial.
saying with that bait and punish, you know, it's like, all right, I don't want to go too far in. I don't want to go,
Right.
I don't want to do my moves.
Because both of them are very good at that style. I think, you know, Skitz has to do that because Wario needs that patience. Atomic just naturally built like that in his play style.
Yeah.
So their focus is, you know, when they play the game, heavily rely on the other person maybe making mistakes or coming at them or trying to get away. But this whiff punish, this back and forth, primarily what they do to other people, now they have to find a way to deconstruct it.
Yeah. And Skitz just weaves in there. Like, how do you get past Joker just doing back air?
Right,
You know? It's crazy.
Throwing knives and guns and bullets all over the place.
Yeah, just using your bullet time and just, like, getting all through there like Neo.
Atomic trying to aggress the stage right now. Skitz with an excellent B-reverse charm. Back to the head.
That's tough. And again, it's Skitz who strikes first, takes that first stock. Answers right back, though.
Quick response.
This is the best situation Atomic has been thus far.
Now just makes
Outside
this second stock even more important.
Yeah. So we go back to that chess-like play style from these two. I mean, there's a point where Atomic just did a jab and just said, let me see what you do afterwards. Because that's the play style we're having right now. We can't really go off, get like 50, 60%, you know, it's whittling down.
I completely get it, too. An opening for either one of these players means big damage or at least a fantastic stage position. He might die.
Oh, what? He didn't die. Did take some Arsene off the meter, but I don't know if that's going to come back to haunt Skitz.
He really kind of just evened up the board a little bit. Arsene has left the building. Don't call that man no mo.
But I think Skitz is wagering that the playstyle Atomic does is going to grant him another at least half walk.
Right, true.
You know? He's trusting his own survival skills on top of how Atomic's playstyle.
Right. Because we've hit the 4.5 minute mark here.
Yeah.
So I think even if Skitz takes or loses that stock right now, he'll get, golly, he'll get that waft back.
And it's Skitz just peeking in and finding these kills. You know, it's like when Atomic just thinks he can pull back just a little bit, and it's just Skitz like, no, stop here, stop here, you know.
Yeah, Atomic's definitely got to find a way to, you know, either overcommit on the spacings, you know, or try to find a way to condition Skitz into making a couple more mistakes.
Yeah.
Back air, spending the double jump.
And you can tell by the way Atomic is using Arsene right now that he's kind of like desperate. You know, he really wants his stock so bad. You know, where usually we see some composure.
Are you kidding?
Oh, but that's scary. Yeah.
Bye.
Because that once you do that air dodge, you're like, oh,
You're done, yeah.
You're done. And
No
especially
double
with
jump.
Wario's aerial drift, you're out there. And Atomic just at a loss right now. Because that first game looks so dominant.
Right.
And even though he hung with him in this third game, it was like, it always seemed like Skitz was still 2 steps ahead of him. You know, securing that stock way faster.
Starting to find that foothold in the neutral.
Yeah. Without even needing WAF.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, WAF definitely played a part in this match, but it wasn't as a momentum shifter.
decider.
Right,
you know?
yeah. Definitely caught him up, though, and allowed him to do what he did.
Yeah.
Atomic to respond right now, down a game, and not looking too hot in terms of survivability.
Yeah.
But this is his opportunity to maybe find something else.
Especially when Atomic plays so elusive and he's still getting these stocks. Like, that's got to weigh on your mental, you know? You kind of think to yourself, like, how am I moving wrong, you know?
Right.
How am I getting out of situations? And that's not what you want to think about in Game 4, you know?
Start second-guessing whether or not you're confident in your approach.
Yeah.
Man.
You could look. Do you see Atomic talking into the cam? Like he is complaining out loud. He's either about himself or just Wario in general. You know. I mean, it hurts to get caught by that mouth in the middle.
Pause. Skitz has definitely found all of Atomic's jumping habits from like the mid-stage and on.
Yeah. Just catching him right before he gets that jump out, you know?
Or on his way ascending. And usually that's a really big commitment, but you know, Wario's once again quick air acceleration allowing him to cover an option quickly and then, you know, really relocate where he's at.
Yeah.
Down air, unconventional, but that's why it was effective.
And man, I think Atomic's just at a loss right now. Skitz is just getting everything.
You can't close out these stocks from Skitz. Back air, F tilt, yeah.
Almost got him right there. He read it right, just kind of, you know, misinputted the, didn't do it fast enough or farther enough. And again, just going right over everything. Like it just, who was Arsene? You know, I don't know who this man.
Yeah, doesn't even care. The grab instead of like a dash attack maybe.
Yeah, or even like a, you know, up smash, run above smash or something. Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
Well, these ledge traps by Skitz have been very varied as well. You know, they're going from like pacing him with certain like tilts and then opting for going for more shield and response type of situation. Man, Atomic just can't find an answer.
He has been deciding right very consistently.
Yeah.
Making it very scary. Dang, just jumped in there. The last bit of iframes.
Yeah.
Kicks. Good start. Ooh.
Ooh, Arsene's out. But I mean, we've seen Atomic really can't do anything with Arsene. You know, he's not getting a lot of mileage for that. Or we usually see.
In there, very safe. Ugh, calls him out for running. Don't come up here. Not my front door. Buyout!
And
just
that's what Skitz
barely
needed
getting
just to get back in the game.
Just barely got there.
I think that's the lowest percent he's taken in stock at 106.
Yeah.
That's how tough it's been so far. And he's running with that momentum right now.
Looked nice, but it only did 28%.
Yeah. We still got Waft on deck too. The music's tense. This is really scary. This is gonna be Atomic's life and, you know, winner's side.
Oh, got him again. And I bet you he's looking for the jump next.
Yeah, Arsene's almost there. Oh,
no
way.
Nice. And he kept that for the very end too. That's disgusting. Cheap, very cheap.
You can hear that laughter in our head.
Very, very cheap. He's broken, man.
Imagine like you having your headset, like you're Atomic and you're like plugged in, and then you just hear take the headphones off and just throw it on the ground.
Man. All right, well, Skitz.
It's 2 people in a row. Felt the
Skitz
pain
sitting
of
in
Skitz.
grands, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Skitz wave. And that means Atomic sitting in losers finals, and
maybe Beasley's crawling his way back.
I think Beasley will get back. I think it'll be like Beasley versus, what is it, like Desley's left? Oh.